A very good evening to all. Myself, Dr. Renu Solanki, Assistant Professor, Department of Geology, Deen Dayal Upadhyay College. In this video, I will explain about the enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay and its different types. Enzyme-linked sorbent assay is also known as EIA. It is based on the antigen-antibody interaction. In this, enzyme is linked with the antibody. ELISA can be used qualitatively as well as quantitative. Antigen or antibody is fixed on the surface of the ELISA plate. Therefore, this technique is known as the immunosorbent. It was first discovered by Ingwell and Perlman in 1971 at Stockholm University in Sweden. The enzymes which are linked in the ELISA are alkaline phosphatase, horseradish peroxidase, beta galactosidase. In this, the substrates are given. For example, P-nitrophenyl phosphate is the substrate for the alkaline phosphate, and the tetramethyl benzidine is the substrate for the horseradish peroxidase, and orthonitrophenol is the substrate for the galactosidase. And this technique is based on the conversion of the substrate to the product by the enzyme, and therefore in the last column the color of the product is given so that we can find out whether the ELISA result is positive or negative. Types of ELISA are direct ELISA, indirect ELISA, sandwich ELISA, competitive ELISA. Except indirect ELISA, all the three ELISA, that is direct ELISA, sandwich ELISA and competitive ELISA, are used for the detection of the antigen. Indirect ELISA is used for the detection of antibodies. So I will explain the different type of ELISA one by one. First type is the direct ELISA. In this, the antigens are coated in the well of the ELISA plate. After that, the washing is done with the buffer to remove the antigens which have not been bound to the surface of the well. After that, we add the antibodies into which the enzymes are conjugated. And in the last step, after washing, we add the substrate corresponding to the enzyme which is attached to the antibody. So if there is a change in the color of the substrate, we can say that antigen is present in the serum. Second type of ELISA is indirect ELISA. This is used for the detection of antibodies. So the first step in this, that antigen is coated against which we want to find out whether a particular type of antibodies are against in the serum against an antigen which has been adsorbed to the surface of the well. So after that, we will add the serum. If there will be the antibodies in the serum, they will bind to the antigen. In the second step, we will do the washing. In the third step, we will add the secondary antibodies to which the enzyme is linked. And washing is very important at every step. And in the last, we will add the substrate. If there is a conversion of the substrate into the product, that we can find out on the basis of the color of the product. We can say that a particular antibody is present in the serum of the antibody. This has been used for the detection of the antibodies against the coronavirus in the serum. So we can say that a particular person is immune to the coronavirus. Third is the sandwich ELISA. In this, we can detect the antigen. First step in this technique is the we first adsorb the antibodies. Then we will wash to remove the antibodies which have not been absorbed to the surface of the well. Then we will add the antigen, we will do the washing, then we will add the antibodies to which the enzymes are conjugated, then we will do the washing, add the substrate. Again, if there is a conversion in the substrate or to the product, then we can say that in the serum particular antigen is present. So with this technique can be can be used to find out whether a particular pathogenic virus, pathogenic microorganism or the virus is present in the serum, or infectious agent is present in the serum. So in the three techniques, that is the direct, indirect and the sandwich ELISA, and the concentration of the amount of the product present, or we can say the intensity of the color produced is directly proportional to the amount of the antigen present or antibodies present. So the last type of the ELISA is the competitive ELISA. In this, first we will incubate the antigen with the antigen to the to be measured. It means that first we will incubate the antibodies to a particular antigen to which we want to find out whether this antigen is present or not, and then we will add the serum. After that, in the second step, we will add this antigen antibody mixture to the antigen coated well. So this is the little bit different from the previous three ELISA, as if there the if the amount of the antigen in the serum will be the large, then the free antibody will be the less, and the less amount of the antibody will be available that can bind to the antigen which are absorbed on the surface of the well. Then we will wash and do the washing as I have mentioned in the previous slides. Then after that we will add the enzyme conjugated secondary body. Then we will wash again to remove the secondary antibody, and we will add the substrate to substrate, and if there is a change in the color of the substrate to the product, then we can say that a particular antigen is present. So in the three ELISA, that is direct, indirect and the sandwich, the intensity of the color is directly proportional to the amount of the antibody or the antigen present in the sample, whereas in the case of the competitive ELISA, the intensity is inversely proportional to the amount of the antigen present in the serum. So this is the difference between the different ELISA and how we can interpret the result in the case of the four different ELISAs. So the application of the ELISA is we can find out the antibody concentrations. We can find out the particular microbe, or we can say the HIV antigen is present in the serum. We can find out that the person has been exposed to a particular pathogenic microorganism, as we can do in the case of the COVID-19 pathogen. Or we can find out the antigen as well as the antibody. This is used for the detection of the hepatitis B and the C, and this detection and this ELISA is also used to find out the hormones like HCG during the pregnancy, or we can say that the pregnancy kit are based on the ELISA. We can also find out the other hormones like the LH, or if there is a problem in the secretion of the thyroid hormone, that is also the kit is also based on the ELISA. So I hope that I explained the ELISA and its application in this technique so that you can understand it very well. So at last, thanks.